Okay. This is the easy. I'm calling in the normal way. I don't know if the person is back to sleep because it is. The number is Maryland number, so I don't know.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, fine. Thank you, boss. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you.
Actually, sir, I came, here in date of 2 October.
Yes.
From Doha, Qatar. I am a 2021 DV winner.
Wow! Congratulations, first of all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
So I came here and I have 2 kids also, and with my wife, I came here in USA, Maryland.
Yes.
So for me, is only three of us. We received to Social Security card. For my kids, younger kids.
Yes.
He did not get still Social Security card. So do you have any idea to how I get to the Social Security card, or they will send us later, or what
Yes.
is the solution, sir?
They will send you later. Usually they don't send it together with the
Okay.
Social Security numbers, the cards for the children. It's just the issue of protection, something like that. I don't know. And I have that special case when my friend Carla and his wife and the child lived at my place. The same thing happened. When they get the Social Security, the social for parents came early, but for the child it took a little bit longer. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's number one. Even on the stimulus, they send the check for the parents, but for the because it was at the time they haven't posted they came before the tax return. They didn't have any filed tax return, so when they got the stimulus again, they got the check for the parents. So it came the check for the parents, and then for the child it took a little bit a month later to come separately. I think it's the matter of how they try to protect. They find it different, but they are slow in that way.
Okay.
Even like
yeah. For that is Social Security is no need for the school admission or right?
Not really. The school admission, they will want the birth certificate and the vaccination, and obviously if their passport, vaccination, they will tell you not vaccination for COVID, but just the normal vaccination which you have already.
Okay.
Another thing, even if let's say they need social and you don't have at that time, they will not stop admitting a child just because of that. They can give you maybe 2 months. Make sure that you get that card and give it to us. Most of the time.
Yeah. And one other thing, sir. Actually, we have done already SO class, because my son, the younger son, birthday date of birth is 4th September 2010.
Yeah.
So because of 4 days, they keep my son at the class grade 5.
Yeah.
Actually, the Qatar is he's studying in grade 6. But the matter of 4 days, I think they give me class 5 here.
Yeah. For various reasons. Number one reason in the US, which is crazy, even my daughter, and don't take this one, it's because maybe I'm an immigrant, that's why they did that to me. Each state has different regulations on what birthday someone will be in another class. So for instance, my daughter was born in November. So because I was born in November, was not allowed to start in end of August school. Because for the state of Missouri, you must be at least a month. Maybe if you are born in September, you'll be able to go. But in Kansas, if another state which is nearby, is until October. But because I was born in November, was not allowed to be starting the school. So technically started the school this year. Started like a preschool, but started the kindergarten this August. But technically she's going to be 6 next in November 6. So technically she's going to. There are those few people who finish high school with 18 years old, but majority are finishing at the age of 17 and a half, because you have to be 5 plus 12 years is 17. But there are those few people. That particular case, if you are born in October, they are going to put you a class behind. It's crazy. But
yeah, that's the thing is, that is just only 4 days. I think 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
September 4th is born date. So there is also the Ishol. There is some guys he told me Ishol classes. Just go and request to principal. Maybe principal he would like it. Okay, he will admit to your child in a grade 6.
Yeah.
Otherwise, must be you have to admit to grade 5.
But
so anyway,
the other good news is they might try to do a little bit of evaluation, like they ask a few questions, like it's more like not like a typical test, but they can give the test of grade 5. If you pass, you are going to be grade 6. And in developing countries, we
study at the Doha, Qatar, DPS, Delhi Public Schools.
Okay.
So I belongs to my native country is Nepal. But I live there more than 16, 17 years. So my child also born there in Doha, Qatar. Then they are studying in Doha, Qatar.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Anyway, thank you for your suggestions.
Yeah. So one last thing. You have to advocate. When they say, but my son is already grade 6. If you want to evaluate, you volunteer, say evaluate him to go to grade 6. In developing countries, what we study, we usually are ahead of America in terms of academics. You might be behind in terms of confidence and other things, but when it comes to maybe 2 times whatever, numbers, math, whatever, we study ahead. So I have confidence if you ask your son to take to evaluate, they will allow that. Or even if he's going to grade 5 and he's going to do well, he can skip the class.
Sure.
That's the good thing about America. You allow it to skip the classes.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All the best and enjoy the greatness of the United States. Take the opportunities.
And last question, sir. We already applied before we fly to here, US. From Qatar, I applied already green card for the green cards. So still we are waiting for the green card also. Maybe it will be take time. So
usual in a normal way before the pandemic, it takes 6 weeks. Yeah, that's one. But with pandemic, it will take longer. But you don't need the actual card to start working. Once you get the social, because your visa is a green card visa. So when you go to the social, your social doesn't have any other word than the number and your name. But a social for international student, it says with DHS authorization. That means international student cannot work without authorization from the Department of Homeland Security. So for you are allowed to work with that social. If they do what you call electronic verification, e-verify, you are green card already. So don't wait for the actual card to start working or to apply for a job. If you want to do that, yeah.
Yeah, and my last question, sir. I am driving there more than 14 years in Qatar. So I make there one international license for the valid in 1 year.
Yes.
Just I came from there, Qatar. I make international license.
Yeah.
Then I came here and I can buy a vehicle and drive a vehicle, right? If I have an international license?
Yes and no. Most of the states, they don't allow. Few states, they might allow. Remember, to be having international, it doesn't mean that, listen, having international license is not international to US. What side of the road do you drive? They look that. Number 2, what is the speed limit in your country, where the country you are? Speed limit here, you might find it is 75 or 70 miles per hour, which is 120 kilometers per hour. So where are you driving in 120 kilometers per hour? Is different. The rules are different. The rights of a pedestrian are different from your country. The regulations when police stops you is different from your country to this country. So,
but the rules and regulation, everything is same. Qatar also left-handed, here also.
To be left-handed that is not a problem. Even in Rwanda, they drive in the left. But the point is, what is the speed limit I'm giving? Even in the US, the regulations of driving in Missouri and regulations driving in California are different. That's why when you move to a state, to live in another state, you have to take the driving license of that state.
Okay, okay.
So it's not. I understand that it's not that they put you. You do not know how to drive, and it is safer for you to take the test, just to be on the safe side, because there are unnecessary regulations here because of something have already happened. They put in the regulations. For instance, in some of the states, you cannot leave a child under the age of 13 in the car alone. You can't. But in Missouri, you can leave a child at the age of 2 in the car and go inside the market and get something. And you see, so that's what I'm saying. You never know. Some of the regulations are different from state to state. To be on the safe side, just go and read that one. Get the driving license from here, because these policies are different. You make a mistake and you show the driving license from Qatar.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't know what Qatar is, and you say, "Oh, this person is discriminatory," and you are going to be in so much trouble. Already unnecessary pressure. Just because you know how to drive, the principle, most of the thing will be the same. There are certain regulations are different. Just take the driving license of your state. Remember, while you are here, you are not going to become full American by learning everything to be them, but there are so many things you have to let them go and integrate into the system.
All right.
So having driving license of the state you are is one of the integration.
Yes, sure.
Yes, you have friends from Oman or from Qatar, or friends from Middle East in general, from Philippines, but you need to have friends who are black, friends who are white, friends who are Mexicans. You need to branch out, friends in other professions. You have to integrate your life.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. Enjoy the day.